Hi guys, come with me to see the oldest church in Nigeria. This is Qua Iboe Church located in Ibeno, Akwa Ibom State. We got here and we had to seek permission from the pastor to be able to make videos and all that. The pastor handed us over to the pastor in this video who took us around and gave us a tour of the church. You're looking at the graveyard of Reverend Alexander Bill, who was buried with his wife. This is a really sweet story. When I looked at it, I'm like, this is the type of love I'm looking for. This is a sweet love story right here. And the other graveyards, first we have the graveyard of the first indigenous pastor and his wife and the second indigenous pastor, both from Ibeno. The church was built in 1887 and is 138 years old. Obviously, why is the oldest church in Nigeria? You can tell just by looking at it that this place holds so much history, and even the building, you can see that it has stayed for a very long time. While we're about going in, I was asked to tie my hair. Luckily, I had a scarf. I just had to change how I tied it. While going into the church, the pastor kept telling me that I look like Alexander Bill's wife, which is this picture here. I'm like, what? I don't know how I feel about that. The church has never been renovated. However, the original structure and design of the roof has been changed. Every other thing remains the same down to the benches, and there's also a section that I couldn't cover because they were in rehearsal. There are numbers in the wall, which back in the day was used to indicate the hymn that was being sung. For the second time, the pastor was still telling me here that I look like Alexander Bill's wife. No, I don't. Meanwhile, this is an active place of worship where people come to worship. The church has so many denominations spread across Akwa Ibom and Nigeria. Fun fact, at some point, the leaders of the church tried to change the name from Qua Iboe to United Evangelical Church. This led to a war in the literal sense of a court case, with families not talking, congregations split. This got so bad that some branches were sealed up. Well, if you enjoyed this, don't hesitate to press the like button. Bye.